Sometimes we come across certain situations in life which change our entire perception about reality. I was once witness to such an incident. This is a story from back when I was 12. We went on a family trip to Gorumara forest. The plan was to travel to Darjeeling by car, making sufficient halts on the way. It was 8 o'clock at night when we reached the Tista river. We decided to take a break and watch the sunset by the majestic river, followed by dinner at a nearby restaurant. After that, we began searching for a hotel to spend the night. After many failed attempts, we came across an old, sorry looking resort. Although the resort's construction was incomplete, the eldest decided it will have to do for the night. The wooden building was surrounded by a dense jungle. The area around the resort was not that clean. The path leading to the resort was surrounded by stones on either side. The drivers drove the two cars down the path that led straight to the resort and parked right in front of the building. While the elders talked with the receptionist about the room arrangements, we stood in the reception area along with our elder sister.
How many rooms will you be needing?
We will be needing 2 rooms.
How are the bathrooms? I want a room with clean bathroom, mind you.
Don't worry, madam. We'll try to provide you with our best services. We have one big room available on the second floor and another one on the third floor.
The kids can stay on the second floor with Brishti. We will take the third floor.
Now remember, none of you are to open the door for anybody. And don't you give your Didi any trouble. If we want to come into your room, we will call Brishti by name and knock twice. Understood?
We nodded in unison. While the elders retired upstairs, a helper took us to our designated room. The room was dilapidated and the windows were cracked. A light breeze was blowing. We comforted ourselves by saying that we have to spend only one night over here and started making sleeping arrangements.
No, no, no. I'll sleep at the side this time. You always do this.
I will complain to Mama. You wait. You are always taking the side. It's not fair.
That's enough, you two. Do not start here as well. I'll sleep at the side and you two will sleep in the middle. Mina, you will sleep at the corner of the bed.
At that point, the lights went off. When nobody called us out by name, we looked at each other uneasily.
Don't go near the door. No, no, Megh, come back here. Come back right now.
Didi walked to the door. There was a young girl in shabby clothes standing there. Her appearance was quite peculiar, and her eyes looked empty.
I have come to give you these.
She held up a soap, towels, blankets, and candles.
Thank you.
Didi moved aside to let her in. The girl kept the items near the bedside table and went out of the room. Didi closed the door and was about to return to bed when Didi opened the door again and saw the girl standing outside our room. She was fidgeting a little and staring at Didi.
What happened? Do you want to say something?
I wanted to tell you. Please don't leave your room at this time of the night. And if you feel like taking a stroll, avoid the backside of the hotel.
Okay, thanks for telling us. We weren't planning on going out anyway.
But why would you say that? Please come in and tell us more. There is a small graveyard at the back of the hotel and it is haunted. People who have visited the graveyard during the night complain of hearing strange noises.
The story seemed fishy to us, and we started asking her many questions. After several questions, the girl gave in and told us the real story behind the graveyard.
In the graveyard lies the dead body of this resort owner's wife. When the resort owner passed away in a car accident, this property went to his wife. She was a very kind hearted lady. But the daughter, who is the present owner of the resort, fell into the clutches of immense greed and killed her own mother to gain the full power of the property. She's buried her mother's body in that graveyard. At least that's what everyone says. When the old lady was killed, the construction of the hotel was not yet complete. As the years passed by, the business suffered losses and never truly flourished. The resort doesn't get many customers in the tourist season where the other hotels are overflowing with bookings. We get a maximum of 2 to 3. It seems there's a sort of curse hanging around this resort.
We need to visit this graveyard.
What's the need to seek trouble?
Please, Didi, please. I want to see it. We all do. I have only seen such places on TV. Imagine visiting a place like that.
Please, Didi, please let us go.
Please, please.
Okay, fine.
I can take you there, but be sure to leave as soon as you can.
She guided us there and opened the gates. I remember feeling as if a thick, dark fog was hanging over the place, making it difficult for me to breathe. Even the silence seemed to be sipping out our energy. We started walking and finally came to a halt in front of a simple tombstone which read Gladys Jones, 1934 to 1984. I don't know why my hands started shaking after seeing the tomb.
Enough of this nonsense. We found what we were looking for. Now back to our room, all of you.
After we returned to our rooms, the girl bade us farewell and went away. The lights had still not come on. Didi started lighting the candles.
It was a bit scary, wasn't it?
A bit. You were shaking, you scaredy cat.
Oh, shut up. As if you are the brave one. Listen, I saw your hands shaking constantly.
Idea! Let's do planchet.
What's that?
It's a myth. It's said that if we sit in a circle, holding hands, and concentrate, we can summon the spirits of a dead person and ask him questions. But this is an absurd idea. I don't believe in all this.
Please, Didi, let's do it.
We pleaded with Didi. As usual, Didi had to give in to our demands. We sat in a circle. I had one sister sitting on either side, and Didi sat opposite to me. In the midst, we kept a candle which had almost burnt out. Through the windows beside us, the moonlight was coming in. We all closed our eyes and began taking the old lady's name.
Gladys, can you hear us?
We want to talk to you about your death.
Please give us some signs if you can hear us.
Nothing happened, but our spirits were not crushed, and we continued. Suddenly, my sister, who was on my left, began groaning. When I touched her hands, it was stone cold. But neither of us opened our eyes. We thought she was acting like that on purpose. However, she started behaving strangely. We heard a loud thud and then heard my sister speaking in an old lady's voice.
You don't have to be scared. There is nothing to be afraid of. You called for me and I'm here.
We got really scared. Is it true that you were killed?
Yes, it is true. I got stabbed by my own daughter.
Don't you feel betrayed? And angry towards your daughter?
Of course! How would you feel if your own blood plots against you and that too for money? I couldn't believe that this is the daughter I had raised.
You want to take revenge on your daughter?
No! I want this business to flourish. This property was her father's dream. But at the same time, she should take full responsibility for what she did. She must realize her sin and feel sorry for what she has done.
The voice began to fade away. I felt my sister's hands come back to normal. When the power came back, I found my sister lying unconscious, so we laid her in the bed. What a night! My hands were still shivering. All of us decided that we will talk with the owner of the hotel tomorrow. We huddled together on the bed and in no time fell asleep. The next morning, our luggage was packed and loaded in the car. As decided, we went up to the owner who was standing at the reception.
Good morning. I hope you had a nice day here.
I think it's time you should realize that what you did to your mother was entirely wrong.
What are you talking about? I don't know what baseless story you heard and from where. For your kind information, my parents passed away in a plane crash when I was 18. So please don't implicate me falsely.
We were surprised after hearing this and asked her about the girl who had come to us yesterday.
Who are you talking about? A girl? No girl works here in my resort. There are only 2 male helpers.
On hearing this, we became numb. We wondered whose spirit we had called the previous day. In spite of a thorough search of the resort before leaving, we couldn't find the mysterious girl. Several years have passed after this incident, but somehow those memories have stayed at the back of my mind. I think about that girl from time to time. Like today, it was a hectic day at work and I came back home tired. My parents were not home, so I decided to retire to bed after having a light supper. As I lay in bed, once again I found myself musing over the mysterious girl. Coming! Who is disturbing me at this hour? The mysterious girl was standing outside the door and her eyes looked empty.
This was an original drama, Hotel Gladys. The characters are as follows. Narrator and Mina in the voice of Srijata Mitra, sister and grandma in the voice of Srijita Paul Choudhury, Megh and the girl in the voice of Aparajita Singh, the spirit and owner in the voice of Jayati Roy Choudhury, and lastly, Brishti and mother in the voice of Abhisikta Basu. Thank you for listening.